Everybody, it's David. I am back from Europe and back from visiting my parents last week. And I am at my office, or in my office in Dallas, Texas. And pretty stark office, right? I mean, I think I've mentioned this before, maybe you guys have heard this, but I'm thinking about putting lines across here that would have heights and stuff so that it would really look like a mugshot that way. Well, here is the final. Oh, by the way, happy Father's Day to those in the class who are fathers. I'm recording this on Father's Day Sunday. Okay. Final discussion board in 602, and we are in our second week of real hard focus on servant leadership. And this week you are presented with Larry Spear's 10 characteristics of a servant leader. And I've asked you to do something pretty hard. I've asked you to take your top 5 and say, okay, of the 10, here are the 5 that I think are the most important. Now, obviously, you can make a pretty good story for all 10 of them. But I look at this a little bit differently, and I wanted to share with you my top 5 in no particular order. And I looked at this as what type of servant leadership characteristics could be foundational for an organization versus developmental. And so these are the 5 that I think you have to have as strong underpinnings for any organization that's moving to servant leadership. And so that's why I'm looking at these. Again, no particular order. The first one that I list would be listening. Key leaders to me without the ability to listen, I believe, are doomed. Listening demonstrates caring, or it can demonstrate caring, even if there is no visible response. So to me, listening is a key component, and that's listening and hearing. I mean, you think about those things, there can be a difference sometimes between listening and hearing. The second one that I would list, again, no particular order, would be stewardship. Stewardship. I think this is a value characteristic. It places a high value on something other than power and control. And so if you are serving or being a steward to other people, then by its very definition, the ideas of power and control are placed aside. So listening, stewardship. Third, I would put empathy. Empathy recognizes that people are different. They respond differently. Remember situational leadership? People respond differently, and we cannot put everyone in the same bucket, nor should we even try to do that. So listening, stewardship, empathy. Number 4, awareness. This involves personal awareness and organizational awareness. And if you have personal awareness and organizational awareness, this should lead to an incredible amount of personal and organizational honesty. Because people who aren't honest with themselves and organizations that aren't honest with themselves, I believe, are in trouble. So we've got listening, stewardship, empathy, awareness. And then finally, for me, in my top 5 would be building community. Building community. This requires taking a group of very unique people and utilizing the strengths of each other for the benefit of the whole. So, again, you're going to have your top 5. There isn't a right or wrong answer here, but my top 5 I tend to think of as foundational type of servant leadership characteristics: listening, stewardship, empathy, awareness, and building community. Hope you have a great week. Look forward to seeing your responses on this. Take care.